your boy React to Everything, back again with another video. Today we got when cops arrest their own kids. What? Cops be arresting their own kids? Let's check this video out.
Next, we're headed to Midlothian, Texas, where officers Philip Evett and Nicholas Vanderkar found themselves in the middle of a controversy after pulling over a police commander's daughter. It all started on the 12th of March, 2021, when the officers spotted a red Jeep swerving on a main road. They immediately pulled the vehicle over and went to check on the state of the driver.
How you doing? My name is Officer Evett, Midlothian Police Department.
Hi.
Can I get your license from you? So the reason I pulled you over is you're all over the road, Miss Regan, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you okay, or?
Yeah, I was on the phone with my boyfriend. I'm
Okay.
just a little bit upset. I'm fine.
Okay. Where were you coming from, Miss Regan?
I was coming from Fort Worth.
From Fort Worth? Okay. What were you doing out there?
I was just hanging out with my friend. I'm on the way home. I live in Waxahachie.
Okay. So this isn't a good address here in Arlington?
No, I live in 81 Waxahachie, Texas. That is old.
That's an old address?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You got insurance on the vehicle, Miss
Yes,
Regan?
I do.
You have any weapons or drugs in the car?
Nope.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Okay, cool. Have you had anything to drink tonight, Miss Regan?
Yes, a little bit.
A little bit. What's a little bit? 1, 2, 3.
Rule number 1. Never say you've been drinking. What? You're done. You're not going to go home.
I was with my friend. I was in Fort Worth. She was driving. I thought I had enough.
Okay, okay. So you just well, that's fine, Miss Regan. If you could do me a favor, can you turn off the vehicle and
Yeah.
put the keys on the dashboard for me?
Yes.
I'm gonna have you step to the rear for me, okay? I appreciate it. Thank you.
The officer had just pulled over his superior's daughter, and at first glance, she did not appear to be in the right state to be operating a motor vehicle.
All right, so Miss Regan, how much what did you have to drink?
A couple shots.
A couple shots.
Yeah.
Do you know what they were?
Whiskey.
Whiskey?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what kind of whiskey? I'm curious. I like whiskey, so.
Jack Daniels.
Oh, come on. You got the cheap stuff too? So, how long ago was that?
If this was a regular civilian, he wouldn't be acting like this towards him.
What's right now? Like 10.
What time do you
It
think
was about like 9, 10ish.
9, 10-ish? Okay.
Yeah.
What time do you think it is, like, right about now?
I know it's past midnight.
Past midnight?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know where you are by chance?
Yeah, Waxahachie.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, when's the last time you had something to eat?
When I had dinner.
When you had dinner?
Yeah.
And what time did you say that was?
That was about like 6, 7.
6, 7. Okay. And then it was a couple shots of Jack Daniels, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I mean, do you mind if I do some tests to make sure you're
No,
okay
you
to
can.
drive?
Yeah.
You know, just to make sure if you're good to go, we can get you going home and get you out of here, okay?
You wanted
Yeah.
to maybe take the heels off of that piece?
Yeah.
Well, that
Sorry, that's
I
up
was
to
gonna say that's up to her.
Oh no, that's up to me. I'm I'm fine.
Nice shoes, by the way.
Thank you. Just got 'em.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
A
like
couple
them.
days ago.
Woo, that was just sharp. So, on a scale of like 0 being as sober as you've been in your life to 10 being like the most intoxicated, where do you think you'd like put yourself?
4 or 5.
Okay, okay, that's fine. So, do me a favor, if you could stand right here.
Reagan admitted multiple times that she had consumed alcohol, and after a failed field sobriety test, it was clear just how inebriated she was. This, of course, meant she was getting arrested, but that's when the encounter took a different turn.
Relax.
Spread your feet for me, man. Okay. All right, you are under arrest for driving while intoxicated, okay?
Okay.
Give me your other hand, please. All right.
Okay.
Is there anything else you need out of the vehicle?
I don't think so.
Okay. Those aren't too tight, are they?
No.
Okay. I'm just making sure, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm going to double lock these, okay?
Okay.
Do you have a wallet in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need that at all?
I mean,
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna check for weapons real quick, okay? You don't have any weapons, any knives on you, right?
No.
Okay, all right. All right. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Well,
We're gonna step right back there, okay, miss?
CCH for DWI.
Can I get her name or deal?
You didn't have her?
No, not yet. Here, I can
Stand by.
It's right
Stand
here.
by. Right here.
Go ahead and take a seat in there, okay?
Okay.
Just watch your head, all right?
Okay.
Hey, what's up?
You know, you 25 real quick.
Yeah. Just hold on 1 second, Miss Regan, okay?
Okay.
What's up?
Put this in the car real quick. What's up? Real quick. It's okay. Just walk real fast. Real fast. It's not. It's not.
Officer Vanderkar took off his body cam and asked Officer Evett to take off his as well. They then talked about the fact that they had just arrested a superior officer's daughter. Unsure what to do, they called Sergeant Stephanie Hansen. The sergeant told them to let Reagan go, so they did just that, instructing her to call her father to come pick her up. This decision, however, was not without consequences. An internal investigation was kicked off and every officer involved was brought in for questioning.
At some point, Miss Regan is removed from the vehicle, uncuffed, and the video stops.
Yes, sir.
How does she leave the scene?
Her father comes and picks her up.
Just by himself?
Yes, sir. From what I was,
Were you there when he showed up?
yes, sir, it was.
Okay.
And, I mean, that's what I was told by Officer Evett at the time, was, hey, we were told to unarrest her.
That's what Evan says.
Yes, sir. And that's what I was told.
Dang. They just let her go like that.
Had you seen anybody get unarrested like this in your year and a half of being here?
Yes, sir. I can't say that I have.
And did it strike you as odd?
Yes, it actually made me really upset. If we're trying to be honest with each other.
Yes.
It made me very upset. You know, I just had
He's lying. He is lying.
with my opinion to others because, you know, stuff like that eats at me because we've seen stuff like this happen, you know, with some videos and stuff, and you know, it's almost that moral compass, and I felt like it was altered that day, and I couldn't sleep. I mean, because again, I know what we were doing, I didn't believe in, you know, that's just me. I don't speak for anybody else, obviously.
Just speak for yourself.
For me, yeah, it really did. Like, it made me very, very upset.
Officer Vanderkar painted a picture of exactly what happened, making it very clear who made the final controversial decision that night. Next up was Officer Evett.
All he told me was, "Do you know who that is?" And I said, "No, I have no idea who that is." He's like, "That's Commander Regan's daughter." And at that point, I mean, first, like, it blew my mind. I was like, holy. And I did get scared at that point because I'm like, this is one of my supervisor's daughters. And just, it scared me.
She commit a crime. She's driving intoxicated. She is supposed to be in jail. She is a regular civilian. No matter what, her father is a Supreme Court, whatever cop, this and that. This pisses me off.
It scared you.
Yeah.
Why did it scare you?
Just because it was one of my supervisor's daughters. Like, I started thinking of my career, and I don't know why, but that's the first thing that jumped into my head, and like, lose my job, like, and that's the first thing that came to mind. And then from there, I told him I'm gonna call Sergeant Hansen and just tell her what I have and what's going on.
And that's exactly what he did, call Sergeant Stephanie Hansen. Ultimately, it was her decision to let Reagan go. When it was her turn in the hot seat, she got a lesson in ethics.
If we're in the business of handing out favors for each other, and not administering justice fairly, we're gonna face some consequences. That's bad.
Okay.
Yeah, that's bad. You can't let your personal relationships affect your decision to arrest or not arrest. You know, we discussed today in the oral boards about how we need to change the questions a little bit to, if you come across the mayor's wife and she's drunk, what do you do? It's an ethical thing, right? So we have that exact same thing here.
Cassidy's not a political figure.
With somebody we have a relationship with.
Yes, sir.
After that, Sergeant Hansen was placed on administrative paid leave in order to attend ethics training. All the officers were given written reprimands.
Hell no. Hell no. Get her ass fired. Take her ass out of here.
Winter Garden police say Chase Mina was found asleep behind the wheel on Saturday night in the area of South Dillard Street and East Story Road. They say the lights were on, the engine was running, and there were 2 open beer cups found in the cup holders of his car.
This is Chase Mina, son of Orange County Sheriff John Mina. On the 13th of August, 2022, he drank so much alcohol that he passed out in his car in the middle of the road on his way home. By the time officers arrived at the scene, Chase was still sleeping and in need of a serious wake-up call.
Where are you? Where? Are you able to step out with me?
Yeah. That's not cool.
Easy, buddy. Oh, man. You okay? Let's just step towards the back of the car, okay? There you go. What's going on, man?
Leave the whole ride home.
Yeah? Where are you coming from?
Leave the ride home.
Where are you coming from?
Leave the ride home, man. No, leave the ride home.
Okay, I don't understand what you're saying. You're trying to get a ride home?
No.
Say it again for me.
Leave the ride home. The ride home.
The ride home?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you coming from?
The ride home.
Is that the name of a bar?
Home. No, yeah, the ride home.
Okay, where is this?
This Winter Garden, ride home.
Okay, where are you headed to?
My house.
Okay, where's your house?
Right here.
Okay, gotcha. Do you have your ID on you? Yeah. Sure. If you don't have it on you, it's okay. You can just, we'll get your name, date of birth.
Chase's speech was slurred and his answers were incoherent. He was obviously intoxicated.
Chase, if you want to leave that in the seat, then can we step over in this parking lot so we can get you out of the road?
Out of the roadway?
Yeah. Okay. If you'll actually leave the keys, man, and I'll explain everything, okay? Do you guys want to go around? You go around? Okay, it's Chase, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Chase. So the reason why we pulled you out of the car, well, first of all, we found you asleep at the light. You know how long you've been there?
Nope.
Okay, a minute. Okay. Have you been drinking tonight at all? A little bit? Okay. So right now, the concern is for your ability to drive. So I'm just going to ask you, would you be willing to answer some questions? Would you be willing to do some sobriety exercises for us tonight?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Is your ID in the car?
Yep.
Okay, no problem. Just sit tight. If you want to lean on this officer's car, I'll come right back to you then.
The officers were looking to determine just how inebriated Chase was, so they tried to carry out a field sobriety test.
Okay, Chase. All right. So generally what we do is we run you through some medical questions when you do the field sobriety exercises. If you don't want to do those, you don't have to. But right now you're asking us to base our decision on your ability to drive on what we've seen so far. And what we've seen so far is you asleep in the vehicle, you reek of alcohol, it's obviously been drinking, you told us that you came from the bar. So I just want to present you the opportunity again. Would you like to do field sobriety exercises?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Chase was arrested for suspicion of operating a motor vehicle while under the influence. He's looking at up to 9 months in prison and a fine of up to $2,000 if he's found guilty. Our next case takes us to Bristol, Tennessee, where an officer pulled over a senator's daughter and proceeded to make a series of career-ending decisions. It was the 29th of November, 2017, when Officer Philip Kiersnoki pulled over Samantha Lundberg, daughter of Senator John Lundberg. The tint on her car windows appeared to be too dark, so the officer decided to investigate.
Sam? No. You know how dark your window tint is?
Oh, Officer McDaniel checked it last week. I swear to you, he pulled me over for it. You can check it, though. But yeah, he pulled me over last week for it.
Dark as hell.
Yeah, he pulled me over last week for it. But he checked it and said it was fine.
I don't think it is.
I swear, he pulled me over right in front of my house. On near King College.
Hold on one sec. Got another officer's got a little meter that he can put on it. You close to Weaver Pike and South Side. It's dark as hell.
But it's so good. But yeah, Officer McDaniel checked it last week, like literally in front of my house. He pulled me over he pulled me over in October because my tags were expired. And he checked it then.
Okay. You don't have like a medical exemption or anything like that, do you? No. Okay. Why is it so dark? Other than it looks good.
I don't know. I mean, it's been like this for a year and a half.
Well,
I've been pulled over for it twice, but they've checked it both times. McDaniel pulled me over twice for it, and he's checked it both times.
Do you use one of the cards like this, or do you have a meter?
Use the card.
All right. Carter's on his way here. He's got a meter. We can check it.
At this point in the encounter, Officer Kiersnoki covered the microphone on his body-worn camera with his lapel. The sound was significantly muffled, but still possible to make out. The officer can be heard telling Samantha how he really felt about the stop.
To be honest with you, if it's dark, if it's over the legal limit, I'm going to give you a citation. However, that's just because the admin's on our over window tint. One phone call from your dad would probably get rid of it and save all of us a lot of heartache. The chief and the captain are real heavy on window tint right now. We don't know why. I just... So, you know. We all...
I wish my dad was a cop. Look at this.
Said if we found you driving with the right attention. Well, we all know...
If a man really hated ads, here's what he would do. Day one, he would install Pi on his computer without spending...
Fuck you.
Your window tint's real dark, and I don't believe that's... But yeah,
So you all are targeting me?
No.
You just said it.
No, I didn't. Just, like I said, one call from your dad would probably make all this go away and save all of us a lot of heartache. You got your license on you?
Yeah, I
do. Eventually, another officer arrived with a device for measuring the window tint.
Yep, need the window tint meter. How's this thing work?
Just stick it on.
Stick it on there. Alrighty. She says Mac pulled her over the other day and said it was good. It looks real dark to me.
What if I don't want him to check my window tint? I don't like you.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Why don't you like Carter?
I'm just kidding.
Alright. You're gonna roll this one up just a little bit.
Just kidding.
Or that one. He might get his chin stuck in it, I don't know. Yeah. This one.
Oh, that one. Whoa! I'm gonna cut your hand off.
What's the legal on this meter? What's the legal limit on the meter?
It's supposed to be 35. I usually do 30. What is it?
12.
Illegal?
12. I think when Max stopped you, Max blind.
Nah, because he know who she is. That's why she been letting it go twice, ho. We ain't fooled.
Dang.
So
give her ass a ticket.
Sit tight for me, okay?
All right.
All right.
Samantha's tint was without a doubt darker than the legal limit, meaning that the officer had no choice but to issue her a ticket, not before making it clear once again that he did not want to enforce this law.
All right. There's your ID back. Said, I hate doing this, but our admin's on us real heavy for window tint. A lot of us don't agree with it, but...
My mom got a ticket today, too.
where?
I was giving her so much for it. And now I'm like, Graham?
Oh, well, Josh is a jerk, so... Shut up, don't tell people that. No, court date set for February 26th at 8 a.m. You do have the option of having it taken off and get legal limit, and the judge will treat it as a warning and he'll dismiss it.
I'm not even going to be in town that day.
There's a number on the back there you can call and have it rescheduled.
Okay.
Or you can just pay the ticket and leave the window tint as it is. However, it won't stop other people from stopping you.
Wild. Okay.
All right. You just sign there. Not admission guilt, just saying you receive a citation, you'll get taken care of, you'll appear in court. All right. Any questions for me?
No.
All right.
Officer Kiersnowski's actions that evening were not without consequences. His body cam footage was reviewed, and the very next day he was fired. According to a department memo, he was terminated for attempting to disable the audio on his body-worn camera and for attempting to...
You can't do that,
persuade
You can't do that, baby. Come on now. That's what you get.
Someone to take action to change police department policy that he did not agree with. Want to see never-before-seen cases in their...
All right, there it is, guys. Hope you guys comment, subscribe down below. What should I react to next? Stay tuned. I'm out. Peace.